Welcome to our online event that will help you transform your life and your livelihood, my friend. You are about to learn how to create a great lifestyle by doing what you love without having to work your tail off. You have made a great decision to join me for this webinar, and here is my promise to you. Today, you're going to learn how to achieve financial freedom and fulfillment by improving the life quality of thousands of people and earning thousands of dollars in the process, without struggling to convince anyone that they need to practice Tai Chi, Qigong, or any other internal arts in order to become healthier and more accomplished. During today's presentation, I'm going to share with you the fastest and most efficient way to create a great lifestyle by doing what you love, reflecting your authentic values, and living your highest purpose. I'm certain that by the end of our webinar, you will have a clear vision of how you too can become a change agent for helping many people worldwide experience greater health and fulfillment. And just for staying with us till the end of my presentation, you will be handsomely rewarded with a special bonus that can change your life forever. To get the ball rolling in the right direction, let me begin by sharing with you a quote from my first book, The Art of Being in the Flow. The more people you help manifest and live their dreams, the more people will help you manifest and live your dreams. If you're wondering now how you would be able to help anyone manifest and live their dreams, let me ask you a few clarifying questions to help you figure it out. Have you ever felt like it's pretty hard sometimes to convince many people who you would like to help that if they want to get healthier and happier, they simply need to practice some energy arts like Qigong? Have you ever realized that most people stereotypically associate the practice of Qigong and Tai Chi with doing some forms? So when they decide to learn some internal arts, you may feel like you have to teach them forms in order to meet their expectations. Isn't it also unfair that despite all the good that we do in the world, the majority of Tai Chi and Qigong teachers seem to struggle to make the ends meet, as they try to make the living by doing what they love full of part-time? So, why do you think they struggle? Now, in order to find that out, let me ask you another question. Have you ever tried yourself to reach enough people whose lives you would like to improve, or to create a greater positive impact in the world in order to make it a better place? It ain't easy, is it? Perhaps you also got sick and tired of trying to figure out how to enroll enough students into your classes or workshops, either because there is too damn much competition, or because most people just don't see that the practice of Tai Chi or Qigong could help them become healthier and happier. Trust me, you are not the only one who noticed this. Do you know who else wants to benefit from learning a radically new strategy for working smart instead of hard? Not only do the practitioners of internal arts go broke, this applies to many martial artists, yoga teachers, life coaches, and holistic healers who also tend to struggle to make a decent living by practicing their respective arts. If you know exactly what I'm talking about and feel ready to discover how to start manifesting success today, you happen to be at the right place and at the right time, because that's exactly what our event is about today. So, now we begin to understand what we're here for. But who is this webinar for? It's for every serious practitioner of Qigong or Tai Chi dreaming a living great lifestyle by practicing these arts professionally without having to feel like a sleazy salesman selling snake oil. This webinar is for you, my friend, if you have been struggling with getting enough students into your Tai Chi or Qigong classes and never getting enough cash flow to manifest the lifestyle you really deserve. If you wish you could attract more dedicated students, this presentation may begin transforming your practice and your entire life for the better. However, this event is not for everyone. If you're just hoping to make a quick buck by selling some snake oil, or think that you can get rich without investing any energy, time, or money, this presentation is not for you. I don't want to compromise the integrity of our profession by teaching the people who don't deserve this valuable knowledge. You know, one of my mentors and friends, Brennan Burchard, likes to put it this way. When you knock on the door of opportunity, don't be surprised that work is the one who opens the door. Now, who am I to be talking about the subject matter of today's presentation with any degree of competence? I'm Lama Tantrapa, the lineage holder of Qidao, also known as Shambhala or Tibetan Shamanic Qigong. You may know me as the producer and host of The Secrets of Qigong Masters, the #1 podcast in the world on Qigong and related energy arts. Perhaps you might have read some of my books, such as the bestseller The Art of Being in the Flow I've just quoted from. But what I'm best known for is creating such cool professions as Qigong Coaching and Tai Chi Coaching. That's because since the turn of the century, I've been running Academy of Qidao that became the first and only school of Qigong and Tai Chi coaching worldwide. I began my journey of learning the energy and martial arts at the tender age of 6, taught by my late grandfather, who was the last grandmaster of Qidao back in the old country. Since his passing, I became the lineage holder of Qidao. In addition to that, I also became a Tibetan Lama, learned Tibetan shamanism, and lived in several monasteries and at large. As a person integrating East and West in many respects, I also have a degree in cultural anthropology and Oriental studies. In 1995, when I moved to the United States and applied for religious asylum due to my persecution back in homeland, it took me several years to receive the legal status and also get up to speed in terms of my command of the English language. But I wasted no time. I took every opportunity to deepen my knowledge of the internal arts with some of the most respected masters of Qigong and martial arts, such as Grandmaster Mantak Chia, whose teachings empowered me to embrace the sexual energy and fully step into my domain as Tantrapa, the master of Tantra. I learned some alternative ways to practice push hands from the world-renowned Dr. Yang Ming, who informed my studies of harmonious culture movement. The co-founders of National Qigong Association, Mark Johnson and Dr. Rajayanka, became old friends of mine and taught me a great deal about authenticity and humility, and how to balance one with the other. Dr. Jerry Allen Johnson introduced me to the world of medical Qigong that eventually transformed into my practice of Qigong coaching. And Bruce Francis, together with several other amazing teachers, encouraged me to look deeper into the spiritual dimensions of energy arts, which serve nowadays as the cornerstone of Qigong coaching. In early 2000s, I founded Portland Qigong Clinic that provided healing and empowerment to the people suffering from chronic tension and pain, as well as the popular human condition called being stuck in a head. After running my clinic for a few years, I started noticing a rather disturbing pattern. My clients appeared to benefit a great deal from every session they saw me for, but then many of them would backslide in between the sessions because they didn't do their homework. I asked hundreds of people the same question because I really wanted to find out. How come they didn't do what I told them to do between the sessions, such as doing some meditations that I recommended to them, practicing some prescribed Qigong exercises, or implementing the lifestyle changes that I'd so carefully designed for them? Most of them must have just forgotten or got distracted, or simply disregarded their homework, which made me feel like they were giving me a bunch of excuses. More and more, I was finding out that people weren't just forgetful, but actually unconsciously sabotaging their own progress. There must have been some hidden reason for that, I thought. After beating my head against the proverbial wall, trying to find a solution, one day I said, enough is enough. I absolutely had to find out why the traditional forms and techniques that worked for thousands of years didn't seem to generate the long-lasting results in the conditions of the 21st century. Which is why I started re-examining my own methodologies in order to figure out how to prevent any backsliding between the sessions. And after learning that the issue of compliance is one of the greatest challenges experienced in all branches of medicine, I arrived to a profound realization that most people heal when and to the degree that they are ready to heal. What do you do after having such a powerful epiphany? As you can imagine, I started looking for the ways to facilitate people's readiness to heal. I was hoping to find a healing modality or technique that would be directly dedicated to helping people improve their readiness to experience healing and personal empowerment. I searched high and low, exploring all kinds of approaches, including several types of meditation, all kinds of visualization techniques, affirmations and written reminders on sticky notes, and even hypnotherapy and neuro-linguistic programming. But I never found any modality that would be directly dedicated to enhancing people's readiness to heal. However, my research wasn't completely in vain, because I finally figured out that the reason why most people experience so much internal resistance was due to the fact that they couldn't follow through with the choices that were not their own. Some might have an internal resistance to authority figures. Others might have conflicting values in their belief systems, causing self-sabotage. I had to urgently change these dynamics so that my clients would be able to enjoy continuous improvement in between the sessions and eventually become independent of my therapeutic interventions. During my research, I also discovered that close to 99% of all practitioners mostly focused on performing their techniques, modalities, or styles that they had learned, but they did very little to help their clients become ready to heal. Since focusing means paying attention to one thing at a time, this means that they couldn't focus enough attention on helping their clients and students get ready to experience healing or any other transformations they aspired to achieve. You probably have heard the expression, if you want to get the same results everyone gets, then do the same thing everyone does. But if you want to get different results, you got to do something different. You bet I was ready to do something different because I was at my wit's end, which is why I was thrilled to discover for myself about the fastest growing profession in the world called coaching. That's when I started learning about different styles of coaching, attending all kinds of programs with several world-class coaching experts, starting with Michael Hall, from whom I first learned about coaching in general and his method called meta-coaching in particular. I also studied with Tony Robbins, who facilitated the awakening of the superhero within me with a superpower called Qigong Coaching. Brendon Burchard also practiced Qigong, and he encouraged me to explore the effects of my work on high performance among other coaches and entrepreneurs. Bill Barron, whose expertise contributed to the creation of my business development for coaches program, and Eben Pagan, whose virtual coaching improved the lives of millions of people. Together, they inspired me to integrate the ancient energy art of Qigong with the modern methodologies of high performance and life coaching to create the new profession of Qigong coaching in 2005. This evolution of my Qigong practice enabled me to dramatically improve the life quality of many people and earn well over $1 million in the process. To date, Qigong coaching has empowered 1,000 people from all walks of life to achieve happiness, vibrant health, and high performance in their private and professional lives. By the way, many of my coaching clients happen to be coaches themselves who used to struggle with getting any serious level of proficiency or degree of success by using other types of coaching. So they decided to practice Qigong coaching instead. Some of my clients happen to be alternative health professionals, nurses, or even allopathic doctors who discovered, as a result of my coaching, the ways to become more effective in their line of healing work. Others are lawyers who found themselves more empowered to make better decisions and project greater influence while maintaining healthier work-life balance. Others are creative types, musicians, artists, or actors who realize their creative potentials by learning how to be in the flow at will, rather than hoping to experience it spontaneously once in a blue moon. Whether you practice Tai Chi or Qigong as a hobby or your vocation, you and your practice will never be the same once you experience Qigong coaching firsthand and learn how to integrate it into your existing practice. That's because you will learn how to shift your attention from the forms to the true essence of the energy arts, which is feeling the flow of Qi and learning how to be in the flow, so that you can then help other people do the same. Let me share with you what some of my colleagues have said about my work. For example, Dr. Bernard Shannon, the director of the International College of Medical Qigong in Palm Springs, California, and former president of the National Qigong Association, had this to say. Lama Tantrapa has a deep understanding of the shamans of the old and the people of today. His coaching is very clear and will greatly improve your understanding of your structure and your culture of movement. Dr. Norm Shealy, the founding president of Hollis University at Unity Village, Missouri, simply put it this way: Lama Tantrapa is the most talented teacher of Qigong I have had pleasure of knowing. I highly recommend his books, classes, and coaching programs. Master Ming Tangu, the founder of Qi Healing Center in Santa Fe, New Mexico, said this: Lama Tantrapa is the model of passion and mastery of energy healing and transformation. His dedication to sharing the wisdom of Qigong coaching is an incredible contribution to the Qigong community and the whole world. And Master Gary Gamboy, the founder of the Institute of Asian Arts in Palm Beach, Florida, had this to say: Lama Tantrapa is the true Qigong master who is dedicated to helping his clients and students manifest their dreams. When you begin studying with him, you will end up with much more than you thought you would. As of today, thousands of my students learn how to evolve their Qigong and Tai Chi practices to totally new levels and either develop their own Qigong coaching practices or integrated the methods that they learned from me into their professional services. Can you picture yourself experiencing this kind of success as well? Are you ready to learn how to manifest it this year? If you don't quite see how Qigong coaching would help you work with more people and build a community of dedicated students who would be happy to pay you good money for your coaching services, no worries. Make sure to stick around to find out. Just keep watching and I will reveal it to you in a minute. I have traveled the world and learned the most effective ways to bring on board and coach the dream clients who are excited to receive coaching and happy to pay for their personal transformation, which I'm going to share with you today. Before I tell you my 4 secrets of success, let me remind you to just stick around till the end of this presentation because I'm going to offer you a gift that will likely change your life, which I will explain before we wrap up. So make sure to stay till the end of our webinar. What I intend to do is help you develop a greater clarity about your professional opportunities for the year ahead, which will help you develop a game plan for manifesting your own dreams in 6 months or even sooner. Okay, if you're ready for it, let's start with my success secret number 1, which may sound like a paradox, but I'm quite serious about helping you discover how to achieve more by doing less. First of all, let's all agree that there's always some room for improvement in terms of working smart instead of working hard. Now, let me explain to you how you can achieve more by doing less. You can experience that by coaching your Tai Chi or Qigong students instead of instructing them or teaching some stereotypical forms. Let me explain this a bit more. Anyone involved in architecture, design, or technology knows that form must always follow function. Applying this approach to Qigong and Tai Chi can allow you to cut to the chase by focusing on the most essential aspects of your internal arts and letting go of the embellishments and other fluff. Who do you think said this? Absorb what is useful, discard what is useless, and add what is specifically your own. That's right, that was Bruce Lee. And this has been my motto in creating Qigong coaching and Tai Chi coaching. So now you can experience exactly that in the context of your practice. Do you think that anyone who wants to study Tai Chi or Qigong decide to do it because they really want to learn some forms? Of course not. Most people want to receive some specific benefits, which they had heard the internal arts could provide. It's just like when people buy a drill. They do it not because they want to own a drill, but because they want to make some holes. It should be self-evident that most students would benefit a lot more from individually tailored coaching programs than from learning some cookie-cutter forms. Qigong coaching can help achieve greater results much faster and easier because memorizing forms is not a part of it. Instead, it focuses on getting the benefits such as increasing creativity, enhanced resilience, greater mental agility, and the ability to mitigate stress by learning how to relax under pressure. What other benefits of energy arts would you or your students be able to enjoy as the result of receiving Qigong coaching? Well, you can become more grounded at will and virtually instantly. You can learn how to be centered under any circumstances, no matter what. Align your actions with your highest values so that you can feel like you're living a dream life. Learn how to tap into many additional energy resources, some of which you may not even know you have. And discover the fountain of vibrant health within yourself as you begin to really know yourself, which is the holy grail of all spiritual teachings and schools of personal development. And this list can really go on and on. Honestly, I could only wish that there were someone who could take me by the hand back then, 20 years ago, when I was just starting out as a young Qigong teacher in the US, and help me in the way I now help my coaching clients and students. Unfortunately, there wasn't one person practicing Qigong coaching at that time, so I had to blaze my own trail that was filled with pitfalls, dead ends, trials, and tribulations. It would have been priceless to me, and of course, it proves to be priceless to the people I work with. By comparison, the perceived value of group classes and workshops keeps plummeting, as the majority of teachers try to compete with each other on price in their race to the bottom. On the other hand, the perceived value of coaching tends to be a lot higher, and most people understand that coaches are not volunteers. They're professionals delivering better results and more value. That's why the average tuition seems to be between $10 and $20 per class, while many coaches charge from $150 to $350 per session. But what's really important is that after the first year of shedding a lot of sweat, blood, and tears trying to get my Qigong coaching business off the ground, I realized that offering one-off coaching sessions was neither good for me nor for my clients. That's because the majority of coaching clients need more continuous hand-holding and accountability, which are the hallmarks of coaching as compared to traditional teaching. Nowadays, most teachers simply don't have enough time, energy, or motivation to give that much attention to each and every one of their students. And that's exactly why coaching clients usually pay a few $1,000s for their individually tailored coaching programs that are more like specialized mentoring along the path of personal development and self-realization. Over the years, I've observed time and time again that when I helped my clients become really ready to experience healing by changing their perception of their problems, they could indeed undergo profound transformations and literally transcend their problems, as well as manifest the most audacious goals, because they no longer suffered from the internal resistance and self-sabotage. You probably know that in order to manifest any dream, you need to contribute the specific energy required for manifesting this dream that resonates with it. Finding the energy resource that would provide the most appropriate energy and aligning your life with it so that it becomes your driving force is the real key to manifesting and living your dreams. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is not merely to fix your clients, but to empower them to find a radically new way of being that's in alignment with their highest values and aspirations. Now, let's talk about my success secret number 2, which is about learning how to transcend any problems by using my unique coaching methodology. To find out how we can transcend any problems, let me ask you a question that may transform the way you respond to life's challenges and help other people transform theirs. Have you ever experienced some trouble or setback that, at the time it was happening, felt like you had a major problem, but later, maybe months or even years later, you realized that it was also a profound learning opportunities that taught you some profound lessons? Perhaps you even became grateful for having such a learning opportunity in your life, which made you stronger, wiser, or somehow else better than before. So you no longer perceive that event as a problem. I probably don't have to tell you about the power of gratitude, the true meaning of which is that you focus your attention and align your energy with the things you resonate with. By definition, it also means that you no longer perceive any of those things or events as problems. Just imagine for a moment what it would be like to live your life free of any problems, just full of profound lessons that you learn to feel grateful for. Who wouldn't want to live their life problems free? Helping people achieve that kind of freedom could become your job description too, should you choose to accept it. It certainly is my mission to help you stop struggling with piling up problems and start learning life's lessons by connecting the dots in order to see that everything happens in accordance with the law of cause and effect, also known as karma. This maneuver of consciousness is what I consider one of the most important underpinnings of Qigong coaching, because it makes it possible to stop suffering from all kinds of problems piling up on you and start thriving as a result of learning life's lessons so that you can help others do the same. That's right, once you learn to do it for yourself, you will be able to assist others achieve this level of inner peace based on beginner's mind's curiosity, understanding of the law of karma, and learning to live life more in the flow. The fact that so many people overcame their health, relationships, and financial problems with the help of my coaching programs shows that the way to manifesting and living your dreams lies in changing the way you approach whatever obstacle life throws your way. Obviously, this topic can go really deep, making it impossible to cover it all in one short presentation, but I promise you to dive much deeper into it with you as long as you're serious about working with me. Your life and your practice will never be the same once you learn this radically new way of handling any challenges your life throws at you, by beginning to perceive them as lessons instead of problems, which will empower you to live your life problems-free. And who wouldn't want that? I will personally make sure to walk you through this entire process enough times that you will not only integrate it into your consciousness, but also embody it. And I'm ready to make a commitment to provide you all the necessary accountability and coaching so that you feel like you can not only talk the great talk, but also walk the talk. In fact, embodying all the principles of Qigong coaching is one of the distinctive characteristics, differentiating it from the majority of other types of coaching that are often based on talking much more than using the whole body, which is often what leads to getting stuck in the head. And most people, including other coaches I work with, recognize that this way of doing work can be extremely effective even long distance, using video chat and other modern ways of communication. Now, let's talk about my secret number 3. I know I have just mentioned communication technology, and that may trigger some alarms, but don't fret. I want you to rest assured that you can become successful as a Qigong coach even if you are not tech savvy and barely know how to use a smartphone. Are you not a computer whiz? Neither am I. Even so, this doesn't mean that you can't use the internet for making your Qigong coaching practice successful. I get it. You might have developed a distaste for marketing in general just because you hate getting spam emails in your inbox or receiving telemarketing calls at the most inconvenient times of day and night. However, I can coach you how to do it right so that your marketing campaigns will generate massive goodwill, bringing your ideal clients to you and enabling you to help them regardless of the geographical location, as long as you can speak the same language. Even though I got my first website built at the turn of the century, I didn't really feel like I could offer any quality online training or coaching until I moved from Portland to a little tropical island in the Pacific Ocean called Guam a few years later. Since necessity is the mother of invention, this move forced me to reconsider working with my students online because most of them were still in the United States, 7,000 miles away. Luckily, Skype and other video chat technologies became available right around that time, which enabled me to start providing Qigong coaching services to my students and coaching clients from half a world away. Most of them agreed that it was the second best way to communicate with me after the private face-to-face sessions, of course. I have to tell you that learning about doing business on the internet is just another skill that can be easily acquired just like learning how to use email or a smartphone. If even such a techno dunce like I used to be managed to figure it out, you will be able to do that too, especially with the help of my world-class team with 15 years of experience in virtual coaching and online marketing. The epiphany that enabled me to develop the online marketing chops happened after I attended an Aikido Expo in Los Angeles in 2005 and had a chat with a fellow Russian martial artist named Vladimir Vasilyev. When I asked him who helped him with producing and editing his videos, he responded, I didn't have anyone to help me with my videos, so I decided to make him into my hobby. I was stunned and amazed because at that time I had a serious aversion to using online technologies and could barely check my email. It goes without saying that my attitude changed forever after I fully integrated the magnitude of this epiphany. So I also decided to learn how to enjoy online marketing and started learning from some of the best internet gurus such as Yannick Silver, Mike Dillard, Mike Koenigs, Russell Brunson, and Mark Joyner, to name just a few, some of whom, by the way, ended up practicing Qigong too. And I continue learning from other experts in order to be able to offer my expertise to the new generation of up-and-coming masters in our field, so that they can learn how to thrive by helping transform the lives of their students and coaching clients. Now, I don't have to be a mind reader to guess that you may be thinking, even if I can figure out this internet marketing bit, I don't have any idea about the technology for doing long-distance coaching programs. Does it sound like you? No worries, my friend. I got you covered. As you will find out by the end of this webinar, when you become a Qigong coach, you will receive a specialized coaching website complete with marketing funnels and other essential tools for your coaching business, totally free of charge. I hope you are thrilled to hear this news and ready to discover my success secret number 4. We are not on the path to mastery, but rather on a path of mastery. Let me explain it a little bit. It's much easier than you think to establish yourself as an expert in your field and create a strong following that would bring you a consistent stream of your dream clients, whom you would be able to coach from any place, be it your home office, a neighborhood park, or a beach on a tropical island. Speaking of islands, thanks to my line of work, I developed a habit of living on and exploring various tropical islands such as the Canary Islands, Key West, Hawaii, Guam, Bali, and other exotic places all over the world. Once I learned to like online marketing, I also decided to launch my own online talk show that I named The Secrets of Qigong Masters. Podcasting was at its nascent stage in 2009, and having my own talk show allowed me to become a recognized thought leader in the field of Qigong and related disciplines, and the go-to person for anyone who is launching a new Qigong course or wants to promote a new book on the subject matter. I interviewed and established collaborative relationships with hundreds of top experts in Qigong, Tai Chi, and other internal arts, as well as meditation, healing, spirituality, and similar disciplines. My podcast touched the lives of over 500,000 people who enjoyed the show from over 50 different countries. What do you think would happen to your coaching business if you got featured as a guest on my show? That's right. Your Qigong coaching career would get an instant boost into stratosphere. So get excited, my friend, because I'm going to interview you on the Secrets of Qigong Masters talk show after you become a certified Qigong coach. And if you're just thinking, wait a moment, but I'm not a Qigong master because I don't have the clout or the expertise that the established masters have, let me tell you this. You don't have to worry about being a Qigong master or not being one. In fact, in my humble opinion, it's the wrong way to think about mastery. Nobody ever becomes a Qigong master before they begin working with students or clients. Only by working with other people can you experience mastery. because we always continue learning as we coach. In fact, mastery is not a destination that you achieve at the final point of your journey. It's the journey itself. It's actually the process of becoming more and more masterful. So we are on the journey of mastery, not the journey to mastery. Of course, mastery is priceless, and the process of mastering our beloved arts can require many sacrifices and a great deal of dedication. How much would attaining a decent level of mastery be worth to you? As you will discover for yourself when you continue your studies with me, not being a recognized Qigong master, having no marketing or tech savvy, or having no following should never be a deal breaker for you, because most Qigong coaches start their careers without any of these fundamentals too. They learned the tried and true ways to create a following and monetize it using the tools they provide. Do you think this understanding might change your practice and your whole life? You betcha. But before you rush off to get enrolled in our empowering and enlightening program, let me summarize the 4 secrets of success that I've shared with you so far. To bring it all together, here's the brief recap of what we've covered today. You can do more good by coaching your Tai Chi or Qigong students instead of teaching them or instructing them. You and your coaching clients can learn to live free of problems by integrating my method of transcending the problems that empowers you to recognize the learning opportunities within them and learn how to live your life problems free. You don't have to be a computer whiz to learn how to use video chat, create a strong online presence, and do effective online marketing to develop a successful coaching business. And I promise to help you build a substantial following and attract the well-paying clients that you will really enjoy working with. Now, let me ask you this. What do you think your life will be like 1 year from now if you implement at least a few of the ideas I've just shared with you? Of course, your whole year and many years to come will be radically different once you learn the Qigong coaching method and strategies that will allow you to experience an exponential evolution of your practice. When you begin to apply the principles of Qigong coaching to yourself and your clients, you will discover greater freedom and satisfaction from your new line of work than you've ever experienced before. Naturally, there is so much more that I would love to share with you about this clever way of manifesting your destiny. But there is no way to cover everything in just a short webinar. That's why I'm ready to make a commitment to making you a successful Qigong coach, as long as you're ready to make a commitment to working with me on manifesting this amazing lifestyle by embarking on the path of mastery now. I hope you've got some good value from what we've covered so far, and that I've earned your trust to share with you about the way you can manifest this radically new and exciting career path for yourself. Something you will absolutely love. The one-of-a-kind program that you wouldn't be able to find anywhere else in the world, called Qigong Coaching Certification Program. This 3-month-long program will provide you all the necessary tools, skills, and business know-how to make you a successful Qigong coach right out of the gate. By completing our program, you will overcome a number of serious challenges that prevent most coaches and graduates from other coaching schools from manifesting their full potentials. I'm talking about the following 6 challenges. No technical skills? No problem. You will be able to instantly start blogging and building an online community of prospect clients using the most advanced all-in-one platform available today. Has it been a pain in the ass to communicate with your tribe, nurture your leads, following up, and qualifying your prospects? Now you'll be able to cut through the tangled web of content creation and get straight to the point by identifying and converting your dream clients. You can leave behind the worries about online marketing because you're going to learn the top-notch system of attracting the people chomping at the bit to become your paying clients. If you don't have any digital products to give away as lead magnets or online courses to sell, you will receive pre-packaged multimedia products with pre-built funnels, shopping cart, and affiliate system, as well as create your own courses using our integrated e-learning system. Do you know the majority of online purchases are made on mobile devices these days? Now you'll be able to get not just a mobile responsive e-commerce website, but also your own mobile app development platform for creating unlimited mobile apps. And finally, let us get your marketing strategy done for you so that you can just plug your logo and brand name and begin enrolling your clients today. To see how this program has helped our alumni achieve success, let's take a look at a few case studies. Derek Carter, who is an ageless body coach in Bethesda, Maryland, shared this. As a professional coach and student of somatic arts, I was drawn to study with Lama Tantrapa. I enjoyed immediate benefits myself and have been able to apply the principles that I learned to coaching my clients. Kali Yost, an attorney and transformation coach from Portland, Oregon, said this. Lama Tantrapa is an excellent coach, and Qigong coaching he pioneered is very different from anything else I've ever experienced before. His work far exceeded my expectations. I now live my life with more joy, freedom, and excitement than I ever dreamed before. Alec Glover, a strategic consultant in Silicon Valley, California, had this to say. I've taken Academy of Qidao programs with life-changing results for me personally and professionally. Lama is the most insightful and experienced mentor, whom I highly recommend as a teacher and coach for life. And Carol Carlson, the owner of Good Sense Health in Boulder, Colorado, had this to say about her experience. I have lived most of my life as a spiritual seeker, wishing to understand the meaning of life. I have found Lama Tantrapa's coaching to be a rich, profoundly engaging, and enlightening path of discovery. It has guided me to know that all the answers lie within me and empowered me to live the life I used to dream of. It's a well-known fact that many coaches that graduated from other schools struggle to get enough clients and quit in the first year or two of their budding careers. But there is zero doubt in my mind that you will be able to achieve success much quicker and with less struggle by going through our training and by using our methodology and technology. You will be on your path to success as soon as you graduate from our program because we will prepare you to hit the ground running and provide you all the necessary tools for that. Our program also works for other coaches working in all kinds of coaching, health and wellness, career and executive coaching, as well as athletic coaching applicable to virtually every type of sport or style of martial art. No matter how you choose to apply your knowledge, experience, and connections gained through this program, I am positive they will work for you. This will save you a ton of time and money because you will not have to struggle with putting together all the pieces of the puzzle called the coaching business. We will do it for you. So you will simply need to concentrate on enrolling your clients and coaching them with potential to generate from $5,000 to $25,000 a month and potentially a whole lot more. To cover my ass, of course, I have to say that I can't make any claims of your financial achievements as the business results vary. To summarize for you the benefits of attending our Qigong Coach certification program over the next 3 months, you will receive this certification from the first and only school of Qigong coaching in the world, the opportunity to grow beyond your local market and increase your impact that you have on your clients regardless of your style of Qigong, Tai Chi, coaching, or anything else you practice. And the way to create a great lifestyle by maximizing your earnings and sharing the energy arts with much broader audience. Since pioneering Qigong coaching in 2005, I've spent well over $100,000 on my own education, strategic planning, mastermind groups, and all kinds of technology that I had to test before I finally figured out the optimal combination of coaching techniques, online software, and marketing strategies. Now, I'm happy to share all of this with you for a mere fraction of the initial investment, because I'm passionate about making Qigong coaching into a fully fledged profession that will improve the lives of millions of people. Obviously, it would be critical for you to experience Qigong coaching firsthand in order to learn the most elegant and effective ways to help other people and to progress on your own path of mastery. Receiving coaching from a qualified Qigong master coach will help you remove any doubt, internal struggle, or procrastination stemming from any feelings as though you're not ready or don't know how to step up to the next level of your practice. And indeed, you have a golden opportunity to receive a dozen of coaching sessions with yours truly, during which you will address whatever issues or hang-ups may come up for you, and together we'll find the ways to transcend them all. Okay, let's look now at all the training and bonuses that you will be getting besides those 12 coaching sessions that my clients normally pay $3,000 for. Over the next 3 months, you will also get our signature online course on Qigong coaching methodologies and 6 bi-weekly webinars diving deep into those methodologies. The online course on business development for Qigong coaches, as well as 6 bi-weekly webinars exploring in depth my signature method of business development. A ticket to the 4-day workshop completing the program, a complimentary admission into the alumni mastermind group for 6 months after your graduation, and the professional coaching website, complete with the marketing funnels, online courses, webinars, and all the other tools for becoming a successful Qigong coach right out of the gate. You're probably wondering by now, this is what I've been always dreaming about, but how can I enroll in this program and how much would I need to invest into it? I personally invested a small fortune into the research and development behind Qigong coaching, but I don't think it would be reasonable to charge you anywhere near that much. I have to admit that it was actually quite a challenge for me trying to figure out what might be the most appropriate tuition for this world-class program. You may want to know that if you were to purchase all the components of this program a la carte, their total value would be about $20,000. But even though this level of tuition for this unique program would be worth every penny, you will not have to pay anywhere near 20 grand today. I can almost hear the sigh of relief right now. Okay, I also hear some muffled whisper of disbelief. So let's talk about the numbers to make sure that I'm not blowing any smoke up your ass when I promise you that the value you'll receive is going to be at least 4 times greater than whatever you invest in this program. Here is everything that you will get when you enroll in the Qigong Coach certification program starting in a little over 1 week from today. A Qigong Coach training, including the online course on the subject matter and 6 webinars that are worth $1,999. A business development for Qigong coaches with its own online course and 6 more webinars, which are worth $2,000 as well. 12 one-on-one advanced coaching sessions with a Qigong master coach that are $3,000 value. And a 4-day workshop completing the program, which is worth $999. Then, upon your graduation, you will also receive a professional e-commerce website, complete with marketing funnels and online courses and all the other technological tools that are worth $10,000, and a complimentary access to the mastermind group of our alumni for the 6 months after you graduate that are worth $2,000 as well. As you can see, the total value of all of these components add up to $19,997 to be precise. Once I saw the numbers, I went through quite a bit of deliberation with other coaches and peers in our mastermind group in order to determine the optimal tuition for our program. Many of our alumni suggested $9,997 as the most fair price. In reality, each of them actually paid a lot more than that, because until last year, enrollment into my apprenticeship program was only open to graduates from the advanced Qidao programs who obviously had to go through the basic and intermediate levels of training before that. So if you add up all of these prerequisites, each of those apprentices actually paid more like 14 grand. but they suggested to keep the price just below $10,000. Despite the fact that the total value of my investment into the program exceeded $100,000, and the a la carte price for this content is about $20K, and even though I took under advisement my apprentice's suggestion to set the tuition for this program just under 10 grand, I still kept racking my brains trying to figure out how to make the tuition as fair as humanly possible, because as a Tibetan Lama, I'm not doing this work just for the sake of money. You see, my main motivation behind offering you the opportunity to create a great lifestyle for yourself is that I need your help with making our world a better place, by awakening the younger generations of practitioners to the true essence of everything in this world, which is energy, and the way of life that is much more in harmony with the universal flow of things, also known as the Tao. In my humble opinion, this is the only way we can really make our world a better place. Now, you may call me crazy or just sentimental, but in order to make you an offer that you wouldn't be able to refuse, I decided to go one step further so that your decision to enroll today would be a real no-brainer. Just like my apprentices who essentially recommended to cut the a la carte price in half, I decided to set the regular tuition at 1/2 of the rate they suggested. Specifically, $4,997 for the entire system, including all the training, coaching, and the business tools. By the way, speaking of the business tools, you're going to receive a time-tested coaching methodologies for private and group coaching programs, a business plan and marketing strategies for Qigong coaches, 2 pre-recorded webinars for automatically enrolling your clients, 2 marketing funnels with online courses and application forms, my signature script for client enrollment during strategy sessions, the complete online marketing system for organic and paid traffic, and the best all-in-one platform for creating and managing unlimited sites, blogs, marketing funnels, email campaigns, autoresponders, chatbots, webinars, podcasts, e-zines, directories, and even mobile apps. And speaking of this all-in-one platform, you are going to be able to start using the most effective and empowering online tools available today, so that never again you'll have to download any site-building software or tinker with WordPress for creating, hosting, or managing a blog and websites, because you will get your website, marketing funnels, and even webinars created for you. You can let go of any worries about integrating the email system, autoresponders, webinars, chatbots, or CRM, as you will get all of these and many other tools integrated into one marketing machine. You can forget about ClickFunnels, Kajabi, Kartra, or any other platform for online e-commerce, as you will get the best all-in-one e-commerce platform that will make your money even while you sleep. Get a true plug-and-play system for traffic generation and lead conversion, so that you can enjoy a steady flow of new clients. Never again will you need to scour the internet looking for the best business practices, such as affiliate marketing, since you will be invited to network with our alumni, receive continuing education and tech support when you graduate from our program. Just think about it. How much would it be worth to you to finally be able to make a decent living and manifest a great lifestyle while improving the life quality of thousands of people and earning thousands of dollars in the process? To discover an enlightened path of living your true purpose by doing what you love that reflects your highest values. And to help more people manifest and live their dreams so that they would be able to help you manifest and live yours. For me, my time and ability to make the right livelihood while making the world a better place by doing what I love are priceless. And if you're in agreement with me on this, let me also ask you another question. How much would manifesting a great lifestyle as a successful Qigong coach would be worth to you? Obviously, the monetary compensation is relatively easy to calculate, but it can easily reach or exceed 6-digit income, which is what I would like to help you achieve. But beyond that, how much would living your life with a sense of purpose and accomplishment be worth to you? If all of that program did was to teach you how to empower yourself and others to manifest and live their dreams, would it be worth an investment of less than $5,000 to you? You bet it would. I hope you agree that I've given you lots of inspiring information today and demonstrated what your success as a Qigong coach might look like. Now, let me help you make the right choice by removing all the hesitation from your mind so that you apply to join our program without any delay, because the space is limited to just 50 people in order to keep our program intimate and manageable. And only about 30% of all applicants actually get accepted. To enroll, you actually don't need to pay anything at all right now, because all you need to do is to fill the application by clicking the button below or visiting qigongcoaching.com to apply today. As I promised to you in the beginning of this webinar, I would also offer you a special gift, which is a private strategy session that everyone else pays $250 for. But it will be free of charge to you just for watching this presentation to its end. During the session, I will walk you by the hand through the process of developing your personalized strategy for making this year your most remarkable year to date, and conduct a short interview about your practice of energy arts, as well as to find out how coachable you are in order to determine whether you qualify for our program. Well, I'm sure that your imagination is already creating in your mind the picture of getting enrolled in our program and becoming a successful Qigong coach. But to give you one more little boost, to make sure that you don't sit on your hands waiting till almost midnight tonight to apply, I'm going to offer you a fast action bonus for applying right away. And as if this amazing value of our program and the technology I'm going to provide you weren't enough to inspire you to enroll without any delay, I'm going to give another extra bonus to the first 10 people who apply and get accepted into our program. So if you act right now, I'll give you 3 of my most popular online courses as the fast action bonus. Number 1 is Qigong Fundamentals that will help you test and sort out the most essential Qigong principles. The second one is the Abundance Through Being in Flow that will help you enjoy the abundance that life has to offer. And the third one is Manifesting Coaching course that will empower you to start manifesting your destiny that you truly deserve. Well, if that's exactly what you were always dreaming of learning, let's hope that you are one of the first 10 people who join our program today. So, what are you waiting for? Just go to qigongcoaching.com or click the button below this video and register without any further delay if you want to get the cool bonuses and manifest a great lifestyle as a successful Qigong coach now. Your dream job is waiting. I look forward to working with you very soon.